Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it if you're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. Guys, I got this crazy story that I seen this morning out of Paulding County, Georgia. Shout out Paulding County. And I guess it's in the city of Hiram or town of Hiram. And it's about a woman who's not been yet identified that stabbed up her boyfriend with a knife. And this happened yesterday afternoon around 1:14 p.m. when the call started coming in. She stabbed this guy to death, left him laying out naked, ladies and gentlemen, in the parking lot. And police came and she refused to put the knife down. They wound up blasting her, which I think was something that she planned on doing anyway. Don't know why people do what they do, but here's the news and we'll come back and talk all about it.
Police say they were called after a woman stabbed a man they say she was in a relationship with, killing him. The violence has shaken the residents of that quiet Hiram apartment complex. That's where Fox 5's Eric Mock is live with tonight's top story. Eric?
That's absolutely right, Eric. You know, people I talk to here say they're just not used to this kind of violence out here. You know, it's just not something they see, and it's really got a lot of people here on edge as they try to figure out what led up to this really violent encounter with police.
Was just going out to my car to get some food and witnessed a dead body.
Tasha Goodo says she was just about to go get some food with her daughter when they saw the body of a man lying naked and bloody in the parking lot. She quickly tried to shield her daughter from seeing the gruesome display.
She came outside with me and we were getting ready to leave, and I immediately turned around and told her to get back in.
Hiram police officers got the call of a woman stabbing a man at the Columns apartment complex off of Bill Carruth Parkway at around 1 p.m. Sunday. This is dash cam video one of the residents took as he drove by the grisly scene. You can see the woman sitting next to the victim. Then when officers arrived,
they encountered a female that was armed with that knife and advanced towards them. The female they attempted to tase this female, and the taser did not work, and she continued to advance, and officers discharged their weapons, striking the female.
Officers then tried to render aid to the man who was stabbed, but he died at the scene. The woman officers shot died at the hospital. 3 Hiram police officers have been placed on administrative leave while the GBI leads the investigation. Hiram police investigators say the man and woman were in a relationship and describe the incident as domestic violence.
This is a horrible event for everybody involved, not only the families and the 2 deceased people, but also keep in mind the mental status of the officers that had to do this today. That is going to be an emotional toll on them for life.
Godot says she's praying for all the families involved and is also concerned for the trauma her daughter might face from seeing this.
She walks to the school bus at the beginning of the complex, so I don't want her to be afraid of having to get up in the morning to walk after all of this is going on.
Yeah, still a lot of fear and shock with the people we spoke to here today, Eric. And, you know, the GBI has now taken over this investigation, but they have not released yet who the victim was, who the suspect was, or who the officers who are involved in this are as well. It was a developing story, though. We're going to keep bringing you those details as soon as we have them. For now, reporting live in Paulding County, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.
All right, Eric.
All right, guys, that's the news. And gentleman's dead, killed in a crazy way. Said officers tried to use a taser on the woman, which the department said did not work. Then it says Hiram Police Department said the woman then advanced towards officers with the knife, and then officers shot the woman. Ain't nobody gonna let nobody stab them after they just seen her or witnessed somewhat of her obliterating somebody and then sitting by the body out there. I think when she was sitting out there by the body, when somebody came up, she was contemplating, after that demon jump out of you, when you do some of the most craziest stuff and reality hit, okay, do I go to jail or do I rock out? And she chose the latter. That's what I think, honestly. But I mean, man, people get caught up in situations where it's affairs of the heart and people willing to go all out where they can't even think or function clearly after they feel like they've been unappreciated, disrespected, or just straight up played out. And that's the thing, man. You see a lot of times in these domestic violence cases, you see dudes doing this type of stuff, but they'll eviscerate not only the girl, but the children as well, whether they're theirs or not. And I don't know what caused this, but I mean, said it was an aggravated assault call. Maybe they got the fighting in there. She wasn't having it. Either way, he's dead. So is she. You know, you think a lot of times when people go through situations in their life, if they would just slow down. And I mean, people react to anger and fits of rage differently. But I mean, you know, I was one of them people where, you know, when I was younger, like, you know, you would watch shows and like, you know, kids shows, they had messages. And they, a lot of times it would teach you, you know, to try to keep a level head and observe things before you fly off the handle and say things you don't mean or do things you didn't mean to do. Nowadays, that's not even offered to people nowadays in movies and stuff like this. Everything's violent prone, everything this, you know, consumer sentiment of what they consume in film and stuff is usually the tragic stuff that takes hold and makes, what's the name, but a lot of times people ingest that and they become that. I'm sure she could have talked to somebody before she went and did that. And then the other thing is the dude was naked. So I don't know. Maybe she caught him in the shower and was like, I got the drop on you now. And give him the business. Either way, the man ran outside. You know it was bad when he ran outside and collapsed. She stabbed him. People reported it on the phone. She did this in the middle of the afternoon. You know, she was hell-bent on causing destruction and hurt to the core. Whatever it was, she was pissed. Either way, man, it's sickening. Lady said she had a child out there and had to tell the kid to go back in the house. Walked out, it's a naked dude, like right there. Just dead. Pile of blood, puddle of blood. World's a crazy place, man. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Yeah, one more thing before I get out of here. I want you to pay attention to this whole situation. Nobody won in the situation. I mean, she stabbed the man because I guess she was upset about something. And then ultimately, after he lost his life and she seen how critical it was, she started debating on whether she was going to jail or she was going to go out in a blaze of glory. And she chose what she chose. But I want you to think about that. Nobody won. So you did all of that stuff. So you attacking him was, I guess, to inflict the hurt that he inflicted on you in some form or another. Then after that, you just wanting self-obliterated by the hands of police because you felt as though you didn't want to go to jail, or, I mean, you was caught. Just think about it. I mean, it's a difference in going all the way and then just going all the way out. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for listening.